Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This week we are doing a little bit of a lighter video. We are celebrating International Left-Handers Day, which was technically on Monday. Since I am a right-handed artist, that means this is the non-dominant hand art challenge. I also decided to use reference from my hashtag PlantifyMyPet over on Instagram, and I wanted to quickly just scroll through all of these adorable entries that are over on Instagram right now if you check that hashtag. And I got quite a few of these amazing bun references from the awesome Visual Mind art. And this is such a fluffy, cute rabbit that she used to own, and I wanted to use her for this fun challenge. I loved having multiple references because I knew going into this I wanted each piece done by my right hand and by my left hand to be just slightly different in composition so that I could use this kind of as practice, drawing the same animal in different ways, and I wouldn't get as bored. I definitely don't like drawing something and then redrawing it exactly the same. I need to change it up a little bit, and so I use this as a way to experiment with different compositions. As you can see, I started off having the right hand drawing there at the beginning just to show you kind of what I started with. And here I'm showing you me drawing with my left hand. I did this entire piece with my left hand. It was not easy, but I think it ended up turning out not too bad, but a lot of the footage, just about all the footage I have of me drawing and painting the left-handed piece is going to be real-time clips. It's definitely heavily edited, so you're not sitting here for the hours it took for me to work on these, but I did want to show you real-time kind of how difficult it was for me to hold a pencil and draw the fur and things like that. I do the entire process of sketching with the pencil, painting with watercolor, and doing my line work, which is the hardest part, with my left hand. I'm gonna sort of flip back and forth where I finish the line work for this piece, then I will have a bit of a speed paint of me just painting the other one with my right hand because you guys have seen that a million times in my other videos, and I want to just kind of speed through to show you that I did that with my right hand, and then I will flip back over to painting this piece with my left hand. Also, I thought I would share a few little things I learned about left-handers, especially in relationship to creativity, because your left hand is actually connected directly to the right side of your brain, which I've discussed a little bit in the past as being more of the creative side and emotional side, whereas your right hand is definitely more connected to your left side of the brain, which is more analytical and deals with language and things like that. I'm also going to quickly mention a little bit of an update about what's been going on with me, especially in the last week or so, and why it took so long for this video to go up. This was supposed to go up on Tuesday, and it's now Friday, unfortunately, and I just wanted to do a little bit of an update with that as well. So let's actually start with the update, and then I will go more into left-handed related things and talk a little bit more about how difficult this challenge was. So I actually had everything filmed last Friday and had started to edit things and was all set to have this go up on Tuesday. Unfortunately, on Friday of last week, our cat Lando, who I actually have a Plantify My Pet video of drawing him, I'll link that up above, he started to get pretty sick and we had to take him into the vet, and this entire week has been watching him and making sure he's recovering from a procedure he had done, and unfortunately things have not been going super well. He's gotten a lot more sick and actually is back at the vet last night and had a fever and will likely need more procedures and pretty likely need a surgery, which is going to be a lot of money on top of the already expensive vet bills. And that has been both stressful and also has meant that I haven't been able to focus fully, I mean, only slightly on my business while I've been supervising and taking care of him. And as a lot of you know, I love animals, and I have always had pets, and I love our pets, and it's been really difficult going through all of this, and I still want to get content out to you guys, but obviously things are gonna have to go on the back burner here and there when things like this come up. And while we are lucky to be in a financial place where we don't have to even question going through whatever he needs, it's still a lot of money, and it's a hard hit for us. And so I will likely be doing, at the very least, an Etsy sale and possibly opening up emergency pet commissions, which will likely be similar to these Plantify My Pet pieces that I've been doing with my right hand. Although if you want me to do it with my left hand, I guess I could, but that would actually take longer, so probably not worth my time. But any of those kinds of updates, if you are interested in helping to support us and just support Lando with his recovery and these procedures and possible surgery, I will have all of those updates first on my Twitter. That's actually where I'm the most active with getting updates on things and kind of getting to know me and the stuff I'm into. So make sure to check me out there. I'm Jennifer Charlee over there, and I have the link down in the description all the time. So make sure to go follow me there if you have a Twitter yourself. And I will be updating having a sale or opening up commissions. But if you are interested in something like that, let me know down in the comments, because that would greatly help out our family and help out that member of our family, Lando. So yeah, that has been difficult, but I have been able to get some art stuff done. I actually have some conventions coming up, so I have a lot to be working on and not a lot that I've been able to film, unfortunately, but I'm happy to be able to get this out to you and reconnect and let you guys know what's been going on. So let's get back to what I'm working on here. And as you can see, I'm getting the paint down, and I wanted to mention here, I'm actually this is like a day later when I'm able to sit back down and paint this, and this time-lapsed portion, I actually wasn't able to remix the colors super well, something that I sort of took advantage of with this challenge because I did paint with the right hand and had the paints kind of already mixed, is I was able to just take from the paint that I had already mixed with my left hand. The problem was I ran out of the green, and I had to remix the green with my left hand, which was not that difficult, but I didn't quite get the colors right. You can see I added a little bit too much pigment there, and so it didn't quite turn out exactly how the other one was, and I think I added a little bit too much pigment in general compared to the right-handed one than I normally would if I'm trying to copy it. But overall, this wasn't too difficult. Here is me doing the line work, and I cut out a lot of it, but I wanted to show you some of the parts I had the toughest time with. Specifically, the fur here was the hardest. You'd think it's so kind of randomized that it wouldn't be too difficult, but I actually felt like I got really shaky because a lot of the time when I do use, whenever I do fur or something like this, I kind of use more of my elbow or shoulder to kind of get broader strokes, even if they're smaller details, just kind of the overall angle. And that I am really not used to with my left hand. A lot of what I relied on with my left hand was my wrist, and a lot of looser drawings, and as you get more comfortable with art, I feel like you use your elbow and shoulder a lot more, and that gives you a more natural line and can be a little bit easier to draw with. But if you're not practiced with your other hand, that's harder to do. So a lot of this was all wrist work, and I actually did a lot better than I was expecting. I am definitely not ambidextrous, but I think I am slightly more than other people. I've always enjoyed trying to teach myself to handwrite with my left hand, but I definitely don't practice it a ton. But if I absolutely need to, I can write something fairly clearly with my left hand, but I definitely haven't drawn much with my left hand. Okay, so on to a few facts that I learned / want to share with you about left-handers. So what I was reading is about 10% of the population are left-handed, and that has been fairly stable throughout history, which is really interesting. And we, I guess, tend to become more ambidextrous as we get older. So I'm not sure exactly why, but that's sort of an interesting fact. There's a little bit of mixed research or mixed findings in research about if left-handers are more likely to be creative, but it's definitely sort of an anecdotal kind of thing that there seem to be a lot of artists that are left-handed. Apparently, the artists Leonardo da Vinci, Rembrandt, and Pablo Picasso were all left-handed artists, which that's what I found online. I'm not super sure if that is hard, fast truth, but I found that pretty interesting. All right, we're already to the end of the video, and here's a direct comparison. Not too different, but pretty shaky there on the left. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you again to Melanie from Visual Mind Art on Instagram. She also has a YouTube channel here, Visual Mind, so go check her out. I'll have her link down below as well. This sweet bun was so fun to paint twice, and it was really fun looking up left-handed facts for you guys. I hope you have a creatively fulfilled day, and I will see you next time. Bye guys!